This was an epic question. I'm assuming it was Di, but somebody didn't put their name on it here. Wants to create a birthday bonanza to
It was
celebrate your
me. Thanks, Sarah.
awesome. Love it. So
It's
you've
been
got,
and gone, but that's okay. I'm really interested to learn from my
oh,
mistakes.
this is going to be awesome for any kind of offer. So thank you for asking this because we do
Sure.
have lots of other opportunities for exactly this coming up. How old's your birthday, by the way? Your
Eight,
business?
8 years.
Ah,
Thank you.
congratulations. Congratulations.
Thanks.
That's quite a feat. As they say, over 90% of businesses don't make it through the first startup phase. So congrats.
Thank
This is an
you.
awesome question. I have made a little slide deck for this morning, just so that I know that people like to see visuals on this. So I have put the clickable link on there. And I have changed the name, by the way, because I just make these things anonymous if I use this. So what we want to do when we're making any kind of special sale, this is super important. If you are having, as Di's example here, a birthday bonanza, is your business birthday coming up? If you're not sure when your business birthday is, go and look at your ASIC record or your LLC record, whenever your business was registered. You will see when your business birthday is. Why not use this, as Di has, as an opportunity to do some kind of special sale? Use it as an awareness campaign. Use it as some way to launch something, right? This is a brilliant opportunity to do some kind of special sale. Other great special sale opportunities are, like for those of you in the Northern Hemisphere right now, do a summer sale, right? We are mid-year, summer sale. Those of us in Australia, it's now end of financial year. It's our tax time. It's right in the middle of winter. So we might be doing a winter sale. We might be doing an end of financial year sale. We have coming up in October, November time, we've got that massive Black Friday period. We've got Cyber Monday coming up. So you want to create some kind of special offer that is going to be awesome for them. Then look at special international holidays that might apply to your particular industry. There are so many, it's ridiculous. You can go to ChatGPT. There's also whole websites called international holidays. There are about 10 things a day that are the most random thing ever that might relate to your industry, right? We've got Cadence on here who provides things for pets. There is literally an international cat day. There is an international dog day. There's an international freaking chihuahua day, right? So you can look at your industry and take advantage of these international celebration days and use them as opportunities to do sales. Absolutely love them, love offers, but let me give you a very important tip that I only learned the hard way. So I do want to just reassure everyone listening to this. If you have done this, I am not in any way judging you. I am not doing a tear down. I don't want anyone to feel shame or humiliation here because we've all done it and we only learn one way. The lesson is, please do not ever discount heavily something that you've already sold at full price as it is. Now, our classic example is that how many of you would feel, how you feel like if anyone who's finally gone out and treated themselves to a nice new outfit, right? And many of us don't do that very often. We've got a nice new outfit and you pay full price for it. And next week you walk past the shop and it's been discounted by 50%. Now, I don't know about you, but that makes me feel pretty damn hurt, right? What we don't want to do is we have a thing that we're selling to our most loyal people who buy first at that full price. And then at some point down the line, we slash it half price and we sell that same thing half price. Why? That is going to seriously upset the people who believed in you, invested in you, and supported you when that thing first came out. And worst case, those people are going to come back and say, hey, I pulled full price for that. I'd like a refund, please. Straight up, you're going to be issuing refunds instead of counting sales. But nobody wants that. I learnt that the hard way, okay? I was like, woo, I'm going to make loads of money. I ended up having to refund twice as much as I earned, okay? So that was a really terrible idea. I'm teaching you this out of pure humility and humbleness here. Now, the other thing that it does is those lovely people who bought from you when it was full price are probably either going to just mistrust you completely and never buy again, or the next time you launch something, they won't buy straight away. They'll sit back and wait, going, she's probably going to put this on sale at some point, so I'm not going to buy it right now. So, how do we do special offers if it's not advisable to just discount something? By the way, can I also just, this might be more of a personal opinion rather than a fact, but it can be perceived when something's like suddenly it's half price. the public may perceive that as being, shit, I actually couldn't sell this at full price, so now I'm just desperate to make sales and get rid of it. Whether that's true or not is actually irrelevant. That's sometimes the perception that can be received by the public market. And none of us want to devalue our brand with that perception, whether it's right or wrong, okay? So to protect yourself from that, what we do want to do instead is we want to try and come up with a unique offer that is not the same as the one we sold before at full price, but is different. So that if that person comes along and says, hang on a minute, I paid $200 for that and now it's only $100, I'd like a refund, please. You're actually able to go, actually, that's because you got a better deal. You had more in it. You had something that's not in this version of it. We've actually made this version $100 less in value. That's why it's cheaper. We've actually taken $100 worth of value out of it so that we have a cheaper version, quite literally, of that thing. So what I would do is I would look at something you've sold, something you've given away, whatever it is, something you sold, and go, how can I reduce the value of this by 25% or by 50%? By removing something from it. Actually reduce the value by taking out some of the training, chopping some of it out, removing the workbook, removing the 1 hour live call that the other people did get with you, removing the Facebook group or community chat that the other people got with it, right? What is it that you can do? Now, the other thing you can do is you can actually reverse engineer it by going, actually removing something from this is too hard, so it's not going to work. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to go back to all the people who bought this and I'm going to give them something for free that's actually paid. I'm going to go back and I'm going to gift them a $200 training or a $200 webinar that maybe I've made somewhere and I've been selling for $197. I'm actually going to gift them this workbook, this e-guide, this thing that I've made and say, hey guys, just to let you know, I'm going to be doing a sale on the thing that you purchased because it's coming out of date now and I'm not going to be making a new one. So you're probably going to see a sale. I just want to give you guys $200 extra worth of value to make up for the fact that this thing's going on sale because it's coming out of date. They're all going to be like, bonus. So they're not going to be upset. That's another way you can approach it. But let me give you a real life example of something I did that aligns with Di's question here, where she said she'd like to use a number of different workshops. And I hope I haven't misunderstood that, Di. But basically, I did this where I had a Black Friday sale. And this is actually my sale I do for Black Friday every year. Is I will take a selection of all of the live workshops I delivered that year, because Black Friday is in November, so I'm going to use this as an example. I will take all of the live workshops I delivered that year that are going to be delivered again next year, and I then put them up for a discounted sale as a big fat bundle, because the people who were there live got the live, in the moment, up-to-date information. It's now out of date, right? Essentially, it's not completely out of date. It's still of value to people, but it's going to be repeated next year for the people who continue to be members with all of the new updated information. I'm not giving away the rest of the courses or the workshops that my members get access to and my members only get access to. It's just those handful selection of live trainings that I have removed the community from, because it's just a replay. Those guys people getting this don't get access to the community. They don't get access to live calls. They don't get to ask questions, right? They have to literally book a call with me rather than get to come on these and ask questions. So I've removed a lot of the value from those and they've been gone and done. So it's not going to upset my paying members if these tiny little elements are being given away as their own little bundle, because those people in that bundle don't get all of the other stuff that's in the portal. So here's how you can be clever. Create something new, different, remove some of the value and give that its own price. Bam, there's your special offers. Now there is a full workshop on your dashboard called How to Create an Irresistible Offer. I think it's also called Offer Magic. It's just type in offer, okay, in your search bar, and there's a whole 90-minute workshop in there for you on how to smartly craft an offer, how to price it in a smart way that actually elevates you as an amazingly gracious, giving, generous person, and doesn't in any way upset people that have paid full price for your stuff in the past, and how to design the sales page, and how to make it even more irresistible by doing what's called offer stacking. This is a clever way of really breaking down the value that's included in something. So the value versus what you're selling it for are so disproportionately different that it makes your offer a no-brainer. So that is what I would recommend that you all go and take a look at if you're planning to do some kind of summer sale or winter sale, a birthday sale, or some kind of offer that you're planning for the upcoming sales period of November, albeit that's a few months away. There's nothing wrong with getting ready for it as soon as possible without devaluing or damaging your brand. And in that little slide deck I've linked in the question sheet there, I've just put a couple of other little tips in there for you that are very surface level. I would recommend that you use my sales page creator, GPT. I think all of you do have that because I have programmed that with this information. So it will be able to help you do offer stacking. Make sure you've got a workflow in place. And again, remember there are templates if you're using Techmatics for order fulfillment workflows so that you can send and tag and deliver and fulfill the particular product. Make sure if it's something you're selling, you've turned on your abandoned cart sequence because 90% of people globally actually abandon the cart at the checkout. So if you've turned on an abandoned cart sequence, there is a template inside your account for that. Go to workflows and type in abandon. You will find an abandoned cart sequence template that we've made in your workflows for you that could recover 90% of your lost sales. Amazing. Okay, what else we put in there? Everything else I've basically covered in that question. Di, does that help you with that a little bit?
Thanks, Sarah. There's a few things that I definitely would do differently next time. Overall, just by following some of your other tips and tricks along the way, I was able to make some more sales and I was able to drive some recruitment to people towards me for recruitment. And I did launch my membership and I had one person sign up who has since had to cancel. But ultimately, my goal of getting something in each of those three baskets was achieved. So that was successful, but definitely can learn from some of the mistakes along the way as well.
Love it. Absolutely amazing. I'm so glad that you made some sales. Everyone give Diana a clap. Woo!
Thank you.
Celebrate the sales. Come on. Whoop, whoop. Love it.